Okay. I think that there are very few American comedy teams that are as enduring as Abbott and Costello. So here tonight to reenact some of Abbott and Costello's famous radio bits are Bud Wyman and Lou Ciampelli. Please welcome them.
Costello, where have you been? I've been looking for you all afternoon.
I'm a busy man, Abbott. I spent the whole day hanging prunes on my orange tree.
Hanging prunes on your orange tree? Who told you to do that?
My gardener. He said the orange tree needed pruning.
Your gardener meant you should get a ladder and saw the limbs.
I don't need no ladder. I saw the limbs from my window.
What kind of limbs can you saw from your window?
The limbs of Ruby Pookie. She lives next door.
Never mind that. I'm talking about the limbs on your tree. Did you saw the limbs?
Certainly I saw the limbs. That was hanging right in front of me.
No, you dummy. Did you saw them off?
Oh, I just told you, Abbott, I saw them on.
Costello, you can't saw them on. You gotta saw them off.
It was off? Then how could I see them?
Because you had to see them when you saw them.
I had to see them when I saw them. What kind of English is that?
Costello, when I say saw, I don't mean the kind of saw you saw when you see. I mean the kind of saw you saw when you saw.
You don't mean the kind of saw you saw when you see. You mean the kind of see you saw when you seesaw.
Now you got it.
I got it. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Costello, I'm trying to tell you how to prune a tree. Look, if you want your tree to grow good oranges, it's got to be trimmed before the sap rises.
Before the sap rises?
That's right.
What time do you get up?
Really, you talk sense. What kind of oranges do you grow on your trees?
The regular kind. The round ones.
No. Are they Valencia or navel oranges?
Oh, they're navel oranges.
How do you know?
I saw a sailor picking some.
How can you be so stupid? You can tell the difference between the oranges by the color of the juice. Did you ever squeeze one of your oranges?
Yeah.
What came out?
Milk.
Milk. How could your oranges have milk in them?
I bought the orange tree at a nursery. That was the same nursery your cousin Charlie worked at, but I heard he's got a new job.
Ah, my cousin Charlie. Now, there's a successful young man. He works in a bank.
Oh yeah, my mother told me. In fact, she asked me to ask you what your cousin's job is in the bank.
Tell her.
What?
Tell her.
I'll tell her. She'll tell me.
I just told you. Tell her.
You didn't tell me nothing. All I want is a civilized answer.
Wait a minute, Costello. You said your mother wants to know what my cousin does in the bank.
That's right.
And I said, tell her.
All right. I will. Now, what does he do?
I just told you. Tell her.
You told me to tell her, but you didn't tell me what to tell her.
Tell her. Tell her.
Tell her, what kind of talk is that? Look, Abbott, when I get home tonight and my mother asks me what your cousin Charlie does in the bank, what do I say?
Tell her in the bank.
How can I tell her in the bank? By the time I get home, all the banks are closed. Why can't I tell her in the kitchen?
Listen, you dummy. When I say tell her, I don't mean tell her, I mean tell her. That's what my cousin is doing in the bank. His job is tell her. Tell her. Now you got it?
Oh, wait, when you say teller, you don't mean teller. You mean teller.
Now you got it.
Now I got it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, Abbott, what about your other cousin Herman?
Oh, yeah.
Did he ever find a job?
Yeah. He's working at the Hollywood dry cleaning plant.
Dry cleaning plant. What's he doing there?
He's dying.
Terrible. Yeah, but I didn't even know he was sick.
He's not sick. He's dying.
He's dying and he ain't sick?
That's right. If he was sick, he couldn't die.
Why not?
Because it's against the rules at the dry cleaning plant. If a man is sick, they want him in a place to die.
Oh, they want him to die out in the street.
No. They don't want him to die in the street. When he dies, he has to die on the 7th floor.
He's got to die on the 7th floor.
Certainly.
Is there an elevator in that place?
No.
Nerve those people, making a guy climb 7 floors. Why don't they let him go home to die?
Because his wife won't let him die at home.
Looks like everybody's against this poor guy. Can't even die in his own house.
Now, if there's any dying to do around the house, his wife does it.
You mean his wife's got to die too?
Certainly.
Abbott, what are you trying to do? Bump off the whole family? I got a good mind to bring old Herman over to my house to die.
He couldn't die at your house.
What's wrong with my house? My grandmother died there. And if it's good enough for her, it's good enough for old Herman.
Look, Costello, the reason he couldn't die at your house is because you have no dye.
You gotta have dye to die?
That's right.
You gotta have dye to die?
That's right.
This thing gets worse all the time. Tell me something, Abbott. Why does poor Herman have to die?
He dies for a living.
He dies for a living? Make up your mind, Abbott. Is he living or dying?
Both.
One of us is nuts. Abbott, are you sure your cousin Herman is dying?
Yes.
Why don't you do something about it?
He doesn't need any help. He can die by himself. He's been dying for years. He even teaches other people how to die.
He teaches other people how to die?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Who taught him how to die?
I did.
Abbott, you're a devil.
Oh, listen, you imbecile. When I say Herman is dying like a person dies when he dies, I mean he's dying for a living. And if a person dies for a living, even though he's dying.
Huh. So when you say Herman is dying, you don't mean he's dying like a person dies when he dies. You mean he's dying for a living. And a person who's dying for a living even is living even if he's dying.
Now you got it.
No, I got it.
What are you talking about, Willis?
It's a good thing this is radio. Listen, Abbott, I'm so happy about my new apartment. I found one over on 3rd Avenue.
I thought you were going to take a place on 2nd Avenue.
Who's on 2nd?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
3rd. Now don't start that again.
Abbott, if you're going to live with me, you're going to have to go over there and pay half the $100 rent.
Well, look, I don't have any money with me. Lend me $50.
No, only got $40.
All right, lend me 40, and you can owe me 10.
Okay. Wait a minute. How can I owe you 10?
What did I ask for?
$50.
How much did you give me?
$40.
So you owe me $10.
Yeah, but you owe me $40.
Don't change the subject.
All right, I'll pay you the $10 on account.
On account of what?
On account, I don't know how I owe it to you.
If that's the way you feel, here's your $40 back. Now give me the 10 you owe me. That's the last time you're going to ever do for $50.
But look, I only got $30.
All right, give me the 30 you owe me, and you owe me $20.
This is getting worse all the time. First I owe you 10, now I owe you 20.
Why do you always let yourself run into debt?
I ain't running into it, you're pushing me.
All right. Here is your $30 back. Now, pay me the 20 you owe me. Fine friend won't let a pal $50.
I only got $10.
All right, give me the 10 and you owe me 30.
I should have quit when I was only stuck 10 bucks.
Well, there's only one thing to do. We'll divide it up evenly. You have $40. Here's your half. Now, how much you got?
I have $20. How much have you got?
I have 22.
How come you got $22? You got $2 more than I have.
I haven't got $2 more than you. Here, I'll count it over. You have $40. Here's your half. How much have you got?
How much have you got?
I have 22.
Well, you still have $2 more than I have.
Well, here, divide it yourself.
Okay, I got $40. Here's your half. How much have you got?
I have $20. How much have you got?
I have 22. 22. Here, I owe you $1.